Abdul El-Sayed wins the Democratic primary for Senate in Michigan. I get hate online for calling him out for saying that Mackinac Island is dumb. And I talk about how the new Democratic Party just hates everything that most people enjoy. Enjoy this episode. So I went on a little hiatus. I decided to go on vacation, hang out with my family, and do other fun things like that. And while that was happening, a lot of fun things happened back at home. Before I left, I made a video about how the DSA was taking over the Democratic Party, and then right on cue, while I was on vacation, Democratic nominee Abdul El-Sayed won the Democratic primary for Senate in Michigan. He basically agrees with everything that the DSA says, but the Democrats will claim that he is just a progressive. Progressives and progressivism is supposed to lead us into the future, not lead us all the way back to socialism and communism. But anyway, I'm in the UP, and I'm looking on Twitter, I'm looking on Facebook, and I see this video of this Abdul El-Sayed guy calling Mackinac Island dumb. Now, Mackinac Island is a staple for people in Michigan. It's like someone running for office in Wisconsin and saying that they don't like cheese. It just doesn't make sense. As they literally call the Mackinac Island the jewel of the Great Lakes. And it is a little bit different on the island. There's no cars there, so you have to walk around, you have to get a horse and buggy, or you have to bike around the island, which is a lot of fun to do. But it also is a little bit different than what people are normally used to. However, saying that Mackinac Island is dumb while running for the Senate of Michigan is also, well, kinda dumb. So I had an idea of making a video at Mackinac City where Mackinac Island is. I wasn't able to get on the island because it wasn't a part of our plans, but that's okay because the video still made sense. Take a look at this video. We're here in the famous Mackinac City. Right over there is the Mackinac Bridge, and right over there is Mackinac Island. Saying that Mackinac Island is dumb or stupid is a slap in the face to every single Michigander. And I'm also sorry that every single city in Michigan doesn't look like Dearborn. It is time for us to vote for people that actually like Michigan, like John James and Mike Rogers. Let's get the DSA out of Michigan and get communism and socialism out of our state. Now, I thought I was going to release that video and people were going to like it and say, wow, Kyle, you're so right about this. Mackinac Island is great. We have to stand up against this Abdul guy because clearly he hates Michigan and he hates different parts of Michigan. But there were other people that were actually defending Abdul for what he said. And honestly, it didn't really make sense to me. And people were like, well, Republicans say that Detroit's a bad place. Are you going to condemn them? No, we as Republicans say that Detroit needs to get better because they've been under Democratic rule for so long. And here's the thing as well. If a Republican were to make a video in downtown Detroit and he's walking around and saying, ugh, I hate Detroit. I hate all these people. This city's disgusting. This city is gross. This would be a national news story. This would be on the front pages. All the Democrats would come out and condemn this guy. How dare he say that? It's racist. It's sexist. It's homophobic. It's whatever. Detroit's the greatest city on earth. But when someone literally says that Mackinac Island is dumb or terrible, it's like, oh well. I mean, he's right. Mackinac Island is terrible. You know you have to walk everywhere? And I mean, you guys know that you can call out your politicians for things that you don't like, right? Like Trump, for example. Everyone knows that I like Donald Trump. I mean, I got his hat right here. I got, I think, actually 3 hats of his on my stand. I like Donald Trump, but sometimes he says some crazy radical stuff. Like, for example, just recently it was revealed by Hunter Biden that Joe Biden's cancer has gone to his bones. Donald Trump commented on that and said that he doesn't feel bad for Joe Biden, which I don't agree with at all. No one should be happy or glad that anyone has cancer in the bones, even your worst enemy. I also disagree strongly right now with Donald Trump when it comes to the Iran war. I mean, the first bombing was okay. We got rid of the Ayatollah, but now it just seems to be expanding and it's causing a lot of issues. I also disagree when a Democrat dies and Donald Trump says, good, I'm glad that they're dead. I don't like that. And I have called him out on that and also called out other people for saying radical, crazy things. The interesting thing is that Democrats think that I'm in a cult, but they can't even call out their own people for saying crazy, radical stuff. And here's the thing about the DSA and this new form of Democratic Party that we are seeing right now. They hate everything that seems to make America America. As after Abdul won, he decided to scrub his YouTube page of a lot of different videos, but luckily, the internet is forever and people were able to find them again. Like, here's a video of Abdul talking about how much he doesn't like football.
Football is very much associated with a, particularly masculine and oftentimes toxically masculine culture. And so much of it was about you wanted to be able to get back up and play for your team, and you really aren't allowed to show pain or vulnerability. That's part of the sport.
And he also compared football to slavery, just like Colin Kaepernick did a few years ago. I mean, man, slavery must have been terrible if it meant that you get paid millions of dollars to throw a football around. And also, do you really think that Abdul's going to get away with saying that he doesn't like football in Michigan, the state that has one of the biggest college football stadiums in the entire country? Along with that, in this collaboration of videos that he deleted, he also talked about how much he hates fireworks and wants us to celebrate the nation differently. And so once again, I go on Facebook and I post, Abdul hates football and also he hates fireworks. And once again, people were defending him. Well, fireworks are bad for veterans and they're bad for dogs. We should get rid of them. Also, football is dangerous. Football is terrible. Fine then, you're kicked out of our fantasy football league, and on the 4th of July, you get to stay inside because you are nothing but a fun sucker. Here's the thing though, he will take down these different videos talking about how football is terrible, talking about how fireworks are terrible, but he can't take down or even condemn the videos of Hassan Piker saying that America deserved 9/11. Seriously, these people are nuts, and I'm hoping that you guys understand that this Abdul guy is nothing but trouble. But it doesn't end there, as it's not just this Abdul guy who is saying stuff like this, as other DSA members are coming out and saying very similar things. As this has unfortunately become a trend on the new left, as there was a candidate that was running for governor of Wisconsin named Francisca Hong, who was saying very similar things, as she had a plethora of tweets talking about how much she hates Thanksgiving and wants Thanksgiving to go away, how she wanted to leave a Culver's because there were too many white people around, she doesn't like Valentine's Day because of capitalism, and she also felt attacked when her IT guy changed the computer background theme to snow and Christmas trees and claimed that she felt attacked because of it. Is this seriously where the new Democratic Party is going? AOC recently said that woke one is done. Is this woke too? Abolishing things that most people like, abolishing our traditions and all of that good stuff, saying that things that usually people like are dumb or stupid. Is this the new way that they're going? Because all I hear from these Democrats is that they just want to abolish stuff and that the government will just fund everything. And that's not how it works. And I will be honest, I'm tired of these people defending these candidates even though they are saying stuff that is absolutely radical and un-American. I bet you $100 right now for all the people that were saying, well, actually, Mackinac Island is dumb, Mackinac Island is stupid, I could go on their Facebook page and find a picture of them at Mackinac Island. I bet I could. And this is why we have to get rid of the DSA. This is why we can't elect Democrats, because if we let them win, we're not going to be able to have any parties, any celebrations, and instead we're going to have calls to prayer, no police, and higher taxes. The left has become the Debbie Downer of politics. Everything is racist, everything is sexist, everything is homophobic. What about transphobia? What about you just shut up and have a good time? And with that, I just want to thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Dockery Docket. And until next time, like my mom always says, be good, be kind, be loving, goodbye.